Hey, 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 beautiful souls. Welcome to Soulful Sunday. It's the day where we connect, or where I connect and share with you the intuitive feelings and knowings about the energies of the upcoming week. For those who don't know, my name is Lisa D. Lyle. We're going back with that. And this is my heart. This is my gift to the collective here on YouTube. So a very warm welcome to all of you. How has your weekend been? It's Monday in my world, so trying to psych myself back up to go into the world, to the job, back in the day. Remember that song? It just popped in. It was like, I remember hearing it in the maybe 70s and 80s. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. My woman just left and took all the reasons I've been working for. You better not try to stand in my way, 'cause I'm a walking out the door. Take this job and shove it. Now, what a beautiful world it would be if we could go out into the world and, say something like that, because I'm going to, instead of doing this job, I'm going to go out there and fill my own cup and, really make my mark, leave my mark in the world. And so that's a bit of the energy at play this week. So let's just get into this. And at this time, my heart's like thump, 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 thump. Calm down, Lisa, calm down. At this time, I'd like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, supporting us at this time to move and make breakthroughs via the pathway of our heart. So this one of the cards that's come through for us as a theme, and I've called this video Ascension of the Heart. So the last time we connected was Friday. And so how was everyone's Friday night, Saturday, and how was your Sunday, or whatever day you're finding this? I want to touch on that just before we go further as well. Although this message is coming to you live on November the 23rd, which is like a chariot energy, it's timeless and eternal. Truly, we're all here on this evolutionary spiral of our soul to awaken to our spiritual essence and find our way, yes, truly, find our way back home. And home is always where the heart has beat. And so I trust that whenever you find this, it's going to be supportive to you on your spiritual awakening. And an awakening isn't a one-time, it's not a limited time offer. It's actually, in fact, 333. It's an opportunity available each and every day. And the potentiality of our awakening it leads to endless possibilities. We are truly the modern day mystics. We are seeds of ancient wisdom here on Mother Earth to awaken. And we're doing a great job. So my weekend, thank you for asking. My weekend, you saw Friday. Friday was great. Friday night was great. Yesterday was wonderful as well. I did my chores like the grocery store, and I like to go to the flea market because I like someone else to cook for me. So I tend to go over there and get some chicken curry. And so I did that and then came home. I was done, the dog walk, the first one of the day, and the chores by noon. And the rest of the day was just really spent in the space. I did some, reorganizing, shifting things around. And so you may be feeling, when we're feeling, or when we're in this energy that's rather, it's high vibe. And so we may be feeling like the support that's coming in. And if you're here, you're high vibe. We're high vibe. And as the high vibe tribe, we have to find ways to anchor our high vibe so that we may serve others, serve in a divine way. So last evening, as I was walking the big dog, and we strolled for a couple of hours, as we were out there walking, I kept hearing the message, to be touched by the hands of love, or to be touched by the hand of love. And then there were like some other line. It's like, to be touched by the hand of love is like a dance with the divine beyond timelines. I mean, I feel like there's a piece of like a channeling that wants to come through with that as the main, like from that point. I just haven't really been called to sit and tune more into that. What was coming through last night, because I did try to sit and tune more into that, and the way I actually tuned into it was by working with the Lemurian Star Child Oracle. And you'll see I've changed the visual back here, and this is Myrrh, one of my guides, or perhaps a reflection of the higher self, the ascended self, and roots and origins there in Lemuria. And she really wanted to be out here today, and so I just did this right before the before the live. I changed the pictures. I did that. I did it on my own. Wow. Okay, Lisa. So she wanted to be out here, and I was like, this is like, that's interesting because it just came in really quick. And what I was guided to feel is that as we've healed, and you know what? 2026 is the year of the horse. So we've been talking about the freedom horse, the horse's blinders coming off, and it's like, oh, it's a whole new world. And so as we are transitioning through the final coil of the snake that has been 2025, it feels in some deep way, personally, and you may be feeling this too, I can only share what I'm feeling, that we have, like, there's more of us coming online. It's like beyond the mind, we're simply divine. And all we're called to do each and every day is to support our own shine. It's like wax on and waxing off, polishing our own shine, allowing ourselves to be, the grit, if you will, to transform us. Finding our groove again. That's what I did a lot yesterday. I was dancing around. I played that CD. I shared it on the community tab, the posts here on YouTube yesterday. It was just the soundtrack of the day. And I really feel like for all of you here, movement is key to your ability to traverse as the carrier pigeon of love, the carrier pigeon of divine wisdom. Movement is going to support your ability to self-improvement. Is what I just heard. Did I keep it simple, Lisa? You're 9 minutes in and you haven't really, well, hopefully something here has been worthwhile. So when I came home, as I said, I wrote that message down, to be touched by the hand of love, and then drew an infinity symbol. And everything was capitalized except love. It was written with my big loopy L's. I'm good at the L's. I've been doing them my whole life. And so that was it. And then an infinity symbol under it. And so then I'm like, okay, give me some more, because I'd really like some more. I'd really like some confirmation that everything is, I guess, confirmation of the inner knowing, right? We all need support. And so This was the first card out. Blessing, beyond the soul path. Number 3, creation, divine feminine energy, co-creative life force, honoring all of life, exchange of joy without karma or sacrifice. And so as we wrap up, as we shed the final piece of skin, like our tail, as we shed the skin around our tail at this time, it really feels like we're moving free, uh, karma free. We're moving free, karma free. We are on the path of destiny, the soul path. And what a beautiful, like this, to be touched by the hand of love takes us deeper into our experience of the blessing that we are in this world. Just because we exist, we are the heart of ascension. Another 3, expansion, love for all, playfulness, release the past. Are you brave enough? 1111. We know I am. Are you brave enough to go for it, to go for your dreams, to leave the past behind? Like new fallen leaves. Allow the regenerative process of death and rebirth to take place within the liminal space. I'm seeing, as I look down at this right now, I just saw the head of 2 swans in the center of this heart. It is like we're free to love again. And this other card came out. They're like, look at that card, Lisa, because it's right there. Another 3. So now we're at 12. We're at 4 3s. And there could be one more here. There is one more. Or we're at 3 3s. The right to love and be loved. Heart healing. So it feels like this week, the final week of November 2025, is an opportunity to dive in to the experience to the destined experience of love. Ether and matter, bringing the spiritual into the material, actualizing the vision, actualizing the love, if that makes sense, through connection. Though many of you who are here, I may not have, I've never really spoken much about it. I will speak about it because this has been the transition personally for me in this life, the transition into a space of soul love, into a place of union and partnership, not here in the material realm, in the spiritual realms. And it hits different. This kind of love hits different. You can't hide. You can't hide from love. No, you may want to wait. Don't wait. Just allow it to unfold. And this feels like 1331, the yin and yang, ether and matter. 1, spiritualized matter, new life sparkles, bedding in the light. Whoa. I should have brought my Snuggie. I was like, I had one on, I had a different scarf on, and then no, I'm going to put this one on. My neck feels, I don't know. I didn't feel like exposing it too much. And, then I went to grab another like Snuggie, because it's like there may be messages that come through that have that effect where we just want to snug up. And this is it. 1414, temperance, patience, as we navigate the changes. And it's really interesting because in the last half an hour, the winds really kicked up. And it's like the winds are the winds of change, the winds of the divine. They blow through the beautiful wind chimes. We're wind chimes. Can we allow ourselves to be, the harmonized frequency of divine love? as we continue to pour into our own cup with the knowing that the counterpart will soon be in our space, and there will be this beautiful symbiotic energetic exchange of reciprocity. This is why I encourage all of you who watch these videos. Hey, brother, welcome, Milos. Thank you for bringing that masculine energy in. And really, I've worked really hard this weekend with Frank from the other side to help really ground the high vibe that I'm holding at this time. And so thank you, brother, for showing up right off the hop here as the first comment. Yeah, so oh, yes. That's why I encourage everybody that watches this video, the least you can do to support the balanced energetic exchange is to hit the thumbs up. It's really easy and it doesn't cost you anything. And it balances it out, especially if you resonate or appreciate the messages that are shared here. It is about an energetic exchange. And for many of us, through much of our lives, and in particular in partnership, it's been greatly imbalanced. And so this year, the return to soul love, the journey home to the heart, and the expanded healing that journey has brought has been greatly supported by a spiritual partnership that I feel. Whether it ever actually materializes in the here and now, and yet the strong sense, the strong feeling is that it's meant to. This is a part of the blessing that we bring to one another as well as to the collective through our hearts, the expansion, because we're all here as the chariot, the Merkabah of light, the vehicle of light to shine our light. What is that animal there? Is that like in the water? This is like it's a mystical, it's almost like a dragon, a unicorn. Wise action, space for grace, and Kuan Yin. Yes, absolutely. And Kuan Yin is the Boda Vista of compassion. And yeah, well, and it's funny because that's Kuan Yin, right? And, it's been said that she walks this planetary realm like no soul left behind, is the message I received from her years ago. And she came to me about 12 years ago. She came to me about 12 years ago. And I was like, a little bit at the beginning, I was like, well, I'm really, because I knew who she was. And I'm like, I'm very compassionate. And the message was that, child, this is for you to learn compassion with yourself, to take wise action, to take responsibility, and to allow yourself through the path of forgiveness. We have a lot of threes here, right? Through the path of forgiveness and through the path of the resurrection of your own light, your own wisdom, the consciousness of the Christ. This is about your walk of healing. And so that is the ways in which Kuan Yin has been working with me for the last dozen years or so to teach me to be more compassionate with myself. And, what a gift. And the gift is, what is the gift? The gift is everything, which is unconditional love. That's the be all and end all. It's the journey of love, and we're filling our own cup. And now we move forward into this new space, into the year of the freedom horse. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Let's continue to fill our cups and let's start pouring into the cups of one another. So hit that thumbs up And that's a little drop in my cup for which I am eternally grateful. Um, and we'll know it's a balanced exchange if the number of views on this video stays aligned with the number of thumbs up. If you're not here for the ascension of your own heart, if you're not here to step into the blessing that is you in this lifetime, if you're not here for the experience of divine counterpart connection in this lifetime, then perhaps these messages aren't for you. Because the crew I'm here to share with is opening their heart. Even when we thought we've been living with an open heart for, a dozen years or more, or most of our life, perhaps 2025 taught us that we weren't quite, or that things that had taken place and transpired in our lives had created, an iceberg, an iceberg around our heart. And we all know that the biggest part of the iceberg is under the water, 2112. It's under the water. It's what we don't see. And a lot of what we see in the world is the wounded child's expression, the wounded child's defense mechanisms, the go-to, the familiar. And, we aren't those. We're moving through the uncomfortable waters. We're getting familiar with, I'm all like, my body's all like twitching and stuff. We're getting familiar playing in these new energies. And I have to say, these new energies are like out of this world, otherworldly. I've got all my pieces of Tektite around here today. I was sharing with a friend I hadn't spoken to in a while yesterday that I found all this Tektite. So we are the ones that we're the misfits who are truly mystics, the medicine people, the rainbow warriors here at this time to support humanity to align to the divine. We are here as a messenger of love, of light, of peace, strength and courage, uniqueness, freedom to be. We don't need permission to be who we are. This is your fresh start. And it's all confirmed here. Right to love and be loved, heart healing. I'm going to read this in a minute, Milos. Right to love and be loved, heart healing. And so as we're moving through the uncertain times, as perhaps we're in this realm of spiritual connection, spiritual partnership, and I have to say, this spiritual connection, I feel, is, it has been such a supportive connection in my personal expansion and healing journey. It's like no partnership I've ever experienced before. And it's of a spiritual nature. It's of a spiritual nature. I never would have believed it. I never would have believed it. Yet here I am experiencing it. And, we can, when we're in that space where we're not having like the support in the material, and yet we feel these connection, can we still, can we move through taking wise action, being graceful in our movements, remaining focused on the vision, remaining supported and inspired through the connection, so that we can be the heart of ascension and bring it into, materialize it, because what the feminine is feeling, the masculine is feeling. Obviously from a different perspective. You know what I mean, though? It's a harmonizing energy. It doesn't have us feeling this connection that I feel doesn't have me feeling like anxious, maybe sometimes like, a little impatient. And yet, that's my own stuff, right? And as even in the impatience, there is a deep understanding and awareness of something otherworldly at play. And then the final card here was the breathing card. This is how we do it. We've got myrrh here, and we can see the dolphin energy there. There's 6 dolphins there. Dolphins, playful, telepathic, ancient, very smart, and this is where we are. It is the ascension of our heart. We're shining our light now like we never have before. We're surprising ourselves. And you may surprise yourself this week. And, I feel like the surprise is like you're shining bright like a diamond. That was such an annoying song, wasn't it? Shine bright like a diamond. Maybe I find it annoying because it was on repeat when my son was young. It was popular. And I really like this, bedding in the light. To be touched by the hand of love is to be healed by a source of unconditional love from above and below. Love blows from above and below. Love blows us kisses that land on the wings of change. Okay, so Milo says that, there you go. You love Kuan Yin too. Yeah, compassion does go both ways. And so does this energetic exchange. And, I'm at the point in my personal awakening where I'm not really here. I like to come here and hopefully here begin to really support and help others to see the importance of balanced exchange. This whole space here has just been my outpouring of my heart for good, bad, and otherwise, regardless of what was going on for the last 13 years or so of my life. And I will say, as much as I love coming here, there has not been a lot of balance in the exchange. It's like people sitting behind the scenes, not really saying anything, not even hitting the thumbs up. Like, what's up with that? You too busy? You're too busy to hit the thumbs up? Come on. You sitting in the darkness? Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. This is the number 4. This is the divine masculine energy, emperor energy. It's like, and I see the bunny ears there, and it's like the fertility of the feminine is here. And it's like, are you going to sit in the darkness? Is the darkness really your own friend? The darkness becomes our best friend when we move through it and use it as the inspiration that helps us to breathe deeper through our heart as we open our heart. And we open our heart to what? First ourselves. And if you're here, chances are you've done it. And then we open to the other, the sacred lover, in one another. In one another, all is found. And now it's time to ground down this powerful force of love, the Lemurian, if you will, like these ancient technologies coming back online. We are the ancient technology, and there's no way we're going to get to what's divine by denying what's dark. Anything that we see, the shadow we see in the world, is our own. Like, we have aspects of that, and for very long, it's funny because I've had a number of encounters since we last connected with really toxic masculine energy. One guy yelled at me because my dog and I were walking towards his dog and him on the sidewalk. And he says, "Is your dog friendly with other dogs?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, with the exception of intact males." And then I was going to say, because he's been attacked by one. And he's like, "Well, then if that's the case, why would you walk your dog towards someone else and their dog?" And I'm like, yo, Bud, slow your roll. What do you want me to do? It's a busy street here. Was I supposed to run across the street and hide because you were walking in my direction? Sorry, I didn't realize how important you were, you toxic little man. Like, I was that kind of stuff at this stage of my development is like unacceptable. I will not stand for that at all. Knock it off. Get. And then there was another one that yelled at me out of his car window yesterday morning as I was walking the two dogs. And the big dog is strong. And sometimes he gets like, when I've got the two dogs, it's a bit more challenging because he doesn't wear a choke collar or anything like that. He's got a leather collar on and a short leash, maybe a 3-foot leash. And so I was like, I yank on his neck. It doesn't hurt him. It doesn't hurt him. He's solid. He's good. Honestly, the leather stretches. So I yanked on him. This dude yells at me out of his car, stop choking the dog or whatever. And I'm like, is this guy for real? And he was turning into Tim Hortons or Tajma Hortons, a good Canadian company. And as we passed by, and he's like, maybe someone should put a collar on you and choke you. And I'm like, bud, slow your roll. He's had a child, a baby in the back, and his wife was driving. And I thought, you seem like a nice guy. So that kind of stuff, though, really, it's unsettling because it's like, what gives you, like, are you going to help me or are you going to yell at me? Or do you know what I mean? Like, is that what you want to do? You want to scold me for something you think I'm doing wrong? Bud, you don't know me at all. And this is spiritual sometimes. This can be spiritual. I don't do it often. I rather say the word. Yes, and you're right, Milos. When I say misfits, I'm not. I'm really. It's like the mystics, the poets, the storytellers, the creative ones, the healers, the medicine people, and it's a great honor. Like, we're not really misfits. We may have felt like we didn't really fit in the world, and it was because we're here to give birth to a new one, and to support others as well. Oh, you hate that song, Shines Like a Diamond. Yeah, Mama sends kisses from below and Papa from above. Papa was a rolling stone. I'd be a spiritual cripple without my darkness. Exactly. How would we even know what the light looked like if we didn't know how deep and dark it is, right? That I just saw one of those, what do they call them? The manholes. And when I was young, growing up, we were in a subdivision that was just being developed, and we used to play in the tunnels and stuff like that. And so, yeah, we need to know our darkness. Yeah. As soon as we outgrow discrimination and realize true discernment, we are on God's doorstep. Yeah. And we're the threshold that God doesn't want us to allow others to walk all over us at all. And, that's not really what we're here for. We are here as sacred leaders. And it's not like, do as I say, not as I do. I trust that through my ability to come here every day, and 2025 has really been, I've never been more consistent, and I've never been more consistent in holding a particularly high vibe. And I'm meant to hold a higher vibe as new gifts. It's not new gifts, as ancient gifts come back online. Yeah. Light, dark, clean, filthy, good, bad, pretty, ugly. Everything just is. Ah, okay. Oh, whoa. Here we go again. Moving into this new week. The theme, can anyone guess? Because I keep saying it. Why does this keep coming up? Well, first of all, it keeps coming up because we are approaching the end of a tough cycle. we're coming up to, we've just had our new moon in Scorpio, and on December the 4th or 5th, we'll be having our final full moon of 2025, the cold moon. And that's going to be in the sign of Taurus, right? I think so. So it's like we are wrapping it up. We're wrapping it up. We have danced with the devil. We may not have known the whole way along who we were dancing with. We may not have known the whole way along who we were dancing with. At some point in time, we figured out who we were dancing with, and we're like, nah, 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 nah. I got this. I am the sacred shift. And no more of this. No more of this toxic bullshit, right? Do your work, heal yourself. And then perhaps we can sit in the presence of one another as we truly are. Children of the heart, children of source, children of God, and speak to one another accordingly. The end of a tough cycle. And what are we moving into? What are we moving into? Here we are. We're moving into true union. As a result of our faith, we're clearing, we continue to clear the parasitic energy out of our life. We're not falling prey to the bait, the traps that have been set for us. We see clearly now. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles clear the way, right? It's going to be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Look at that. Pleasure. Pleasure. And I was thinking, like pleasure, joy is born from deep pain. This is how we return to joy again. We move through the pain. We can't go out there and fake joy. You can't fake joy, girls and boys. You can't fake it. It's a vibe. It's a frequency. It's genuine, like a fine wine. Except we don't need to drink wine to feel fine, right? Because we're good on the inside. And in fact, a lot of those who indulge in those things, alcohol, particularly alcohol, it's from the trauma that lies inside, right? And it brings out, it demoralizes us spiritually, and perhaps has us behaving immorally. And we will be the ones that feel that the most, right? Pleasure. I like that. And then I hear that song, joy and pain. Pump it up, sunshine and rain. Sing it louder, children, right? And the rain, with the sunshine and the rain, what do we get? The rainbows. Sliding down our rainbows joyfully. This is what we're moving into this week. The path has been cleared. The slate is clean. Here we've got that 31, the mirror energy, feminine, masculine, emperor, empress. And, 18 is the moon energy. It feels like, all is being revealed. You are the sacred real deal. The sacred seal here meant to open. The Ark of the Covenant is you. Right? The Trinity of creation resides as you. We can see it as the arrow up. I don't want to lift my arms up too much. As I was coming live, I was in the bathroom. I saw my armpits look sweaty. I run hot and cold. Yeah, it's like the Trinity above and the Trinity below, and we sit in the middle. That's the Merkaba energy. We are the vehicles of light to heal below the heart, receive from above the heart, and merge and co-create through the heart. And it's a journey of faith, cultivating faith. Because you gotta have faith, faith, faith. You gotta have faith. Oh, baby, I know you're asking me to stay. Say, please, please, please don't go away. 33. 33, and this is the last one from here. Peace. I've got the peace that passes understanding down in my heart. Where? My heart. Oh, and pleasure, Milo's um, pleasure. Pleasure is born from great sorrow. And that message that was coming through last night, like as soon as I received it, I was like, ooh, there was a little flip flop in my stomach. I started to feel like this warmness rising from within when that message came in, to be touched by the hand of love. I was like, whoa, to be touched by the hand of love. How beautiful. Blossoming. I feel like by the time of the birth of the true new year, we are hardly going to recognize our lives. The wheel of fortune, the wheel of fate, the wheel of destiny has spun in our favor, and we are blossoming beautifully, and we are on the path to joy through pain and great pleasure again. And your pleasure is not sinful. We are not sin. When you said about speaking to each other, my aunt told me that we are firstly born through our mother's womb, and then we are reborn from our own throat by speaking our truth. Yes. And I was reflecting on that a little bit on the weekend as well. Because, for a very long time, I've had this very keen sense of awareness of source, of God. And it's almost, I speak quite a bit, or have in the last 13 years. I guess I've always spoke, but, in a public way, because at some point in time, I guess maybe we're embarrassed by our connection. Maybe it's like, how can we be a channel of the divine? How can we feel so close and personal to God? Like, I'm not a religious person. What makes me an authority? And it's God. It's God. It's source. Madonna is not the brightest cookie in the jar, but she sang a good one saying, poor is the man whose pleasure depends on the permission of another. Yeah, the permission of another. And that's how the world, even the world that Madonna has created, right? Like she's not like us, right? She's not like us. And it's like, we don't need permission from these people who feel like they're different or better than us to tell us how to live our life, to tell us what is right and true, because most of the shit they tell us these days is absolute bullshit. It's a crock of shit. It's not just a little one. It's a crock full of crap. It's nonsense. And so it's not like clapping back, but we need to snap back to life, back to reality. Like, who are we? Who are you? We'll try it here. Om. So as we go into this week, as we move into this space where we're shining our light, we're ascending through our heart space, we're opening our hearts, and we're spiritualizing matter. New life sparkles, bedding in the light. Om. We'll do a few together before we leave. We are the sacred mountain, and we have climbed the mountain. And look, that looks like a bunch of snakes coming away from the mountain. The final tail of the journey, the final shed, the peeling away to reveal more radiance. I mean, seriously, we're going to reveal more radiance than we already have this year. Tristan's finally made his way into my lap. Oh, and now onto the table. So we're going to get some cards from the Psychic Heart Tarot. Those, you saw how they fell. So they're like, look at them. So we got another 3, and we've got a 14 again. This temperance energy. Our path is guided by love. Our path is guided by the hand of the divine, of source. You and I, many of us here, are meant to be in union in order to support the balanced exchange, in order to freely go forth and fulfill. If we're meant to fulfill, it's just like to spiritualize, to infuse our spiritual wisdom into the collective stream of things for the greatest and highest good of humanity. Like the message received by me back in 1994, 1995. The message was, you are here on a mission for God in service to the greatest and highest good of humanity. And I was on my way to the gym that day. I remember walking down Donlands Avenue and receiving that message. And I'm like, okay, okay, seriously? And yet, 30 years later, there's no doubt, like, and the 30-year journey has always been this push and pull to the calling and to the need to, let's say, protect myself, to navigate all of the, I just heard like the harsh lessons of the human experience. But this is beautiful. Balance, union, share the love. 3 again. We've got so many 3s here on the table. They're saying that's it. So at this time, I'd like to encourage you to pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. And we'll get, as we do each Sunday here, we'll get you an affirmation from the Conscious Spirit Oracle and that you can work with this week. I'm so excited about this week. It's like there's a lot of lovers energy. You know, spiritualizing. The higher self is, I never get it right, guiding, right? We're being guided from the dimensions beyond the mind. We're being guided to union and partnership that is divine, that is reciprocal, that is beyond. You know, it's like 2 carrier pigeons flew into this timeline to find one another again and to perhaps right the injustice that's taken place along the way, perhaps to help one another heal more deeply. Okay, so number 1, 2, or 3. Milos is taking 1 because he can feel the newness on the way. Yeah, let's do 4 because they get 1, 2, 3, 4 because they keep saying 1. They keep saying 1, 2, 3, and then ... 4. We got to move. We got to move for more. 2, 3, and 1 more. 4 for all of us, or 4. There it is. Okay, so number 1, the message is release. This is our second 28 on the table, I believe. It doesn't matter. Oh, yes, it is. 10-10. Release. Let go. The path of the soul is peaceful. The lack of peace in our experience is the stuff that's got to be cleared away, because love is peaceful. Love is kind. Love is gentle. Love is true. Beyond the mind, the sacred heart beats. Thump, thump, bump, bump. Pum, rum, pum, pum. 10. Wheel of Fortune. 1. Magician. Sacred Fool. You are ready to begin again. Forget your magic wand. Take that scepter and move along. And the message here, yes, we always release with love, letting go with gratitude for the experience and our ability to heal through the experience and our ability to love again. Like, we've had so many 3s here, like forgiveness. Do we really forgive ourselves? Because if we don't really forgive ourselves, we're not going to forgive anyone else. And if you've been doing the work, there's nothing left to forgive. There's just like getting on with living, right? It's like on the road again, on the horse again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. You know, it's like if you're not moving, it's like it's like, have you got a Charlie horse? Is like, do you feel like kicked behind the knees? You can't move? Freedom Horse says, yes, please. There's new horizons to explore. And horses are so healing, right? They're so tuned in energetically. They are beautiful gifts to humanity. So, number 1, your affirmation is, I release that which does not serve my higher purpose with gratitude and love. Yes, that's great. I like it. Number 2, here is yours. Your own path. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lovely day. Go your own way. 21. It's like you've achieved a completion. The karmic, where was that message? Going forward without karma. Where was that? Karma free, right? The blessing in all of this is we're not going to be less who we are. We're going to be more of who we are. We're going to trust our heart more. We're going to do all the quirky little things that help our boat to stay afloat, keep an even keel as we sail into the destined experience of, divine love and the embrace of the beloved, the healing touch, to be touched by the hand of love. Oh my, me, oh my. And this is about your life's work. Thanks, Milos, TMI. Sorry for your loose bowels. Oh, yeah, and that's one way our body releases, so it's a good thing, right? Get all that crap out of you. I've been a little indulgent this weekend. I bought myself 2 like homemade desserts, and I thought I would save. I thought I'd have some left today. I don't. I couldn't help it. It was so good. And this is like our sacred walk. It's like continuing to show up for ourselves as we continue to evolve and delve into the spiritual experience while we're here in matter. And it's like we keep going back to the sacred cove of our heart. And when we keep going back there, we're led to another, it's almost like a mystical dimension that we didn't really, that we didn't really know existed, or that we didn't remember existed, this energy of Lemuria. And it was funny when Myrrh wanted to be seen today, I was really drawn to all the hearts, not the hearts, to all the butterflies, purple, green, and pink. The transformation has taken place through healing. You've been trusting your intuition. Now is not a time to cast aside your sacred vision. You're on a holy mission. I follow my own unique path with courage and strength, knowing the right to love and be loved, healing our heart, sharing the love, balanced exchange, breathing, so that we can continue to ground down our high vibe, to feel sensations, purity, clarity, expression. Some of the things we're feeling are weird, right? We haven't felt them before. Right? That's been my experience in, the last 3 to 4 months, really, and in recent days. And last night there was a lot of spiritual energy in the apartment, like a lot of like platinum light. I was seeing a lot of platinum flashes, and right beside me, like really right beside me. And as the alchemist, we transform our pain to joy again through following the path of unconditional love, home to our very own heart. And so then we've got number 3, at days and rest. That's been one of the greatest gifts through this year of 2025, is giving giving myself permission to rest. And I've been encouraging it here in this space a lot. And so hopefully you too have been giving yourself space to rest. And it's like we've been so busy doing. If we don't rest, how do we connect with the darkness? We can't just sit and fantasize about, the light and the life that we would love to be living. We've got to work. We're in partnership with the divine, co-creating the life we want to be living and experiencing. And now is not a time to mistrust your higher calling, the path of your heart. 5555, as the wheel spins, 1010, begin again. Open your heart to love again. Actualizing the spiritual experience of divine love in the material realm. Now it's raining. Oh yeah. Maybe I'll see a rainbow today. I thought I might earlier on the walk. So this is the 4. So those of you guided to number 3, there may be, hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Are you willing to go into the darkness? This is how we return to the light, the light divine that has always been shining inside. Even if it's just been flickering, it hasn't been snuffed out. Blow on the embers. I don't know if that looked great. Flow on the embers. Here's your message. Your breath is the wind on the embers of your inner fire. So breathe deep into your belly. See if you can reestablish your connection to the warmth of the light that is you. I find peace in nature and rest my body and mind in order to connect to spirit. Yes, otherwise, how would we connect? Well, through our breath. But we, like most, when we're busy living life, we're not breathing correct for the most part. And it's almost like, waiting for the other shoe to drop, the fight or flight energy, waiting for the next shoe to drop. And the rest that 2025 has provided, it's like, it's not really waiting. I don't feel waiting for the other shoe to drop anymore, which is nice. It helps, right? It helps when we're not like, but still, I would say, like, still there's stuff. Milo says platinum should be the energy of Azrael, the archangel of transition and transformation. Well, if that's the case, Azrael was all up in my space last night. Lovely. Like, I was like, what? Like, literally right here. In Serbia, the word for breath is the same as for spirit. So breathing is just filling yourself with spirit. Yeah, which is why we're going to end this connection today in a couple minutes with a few ohms together. And, the 3-part sound of creation. And the beat goes on. I don't know. And the beat goes on. The love lives on when we sing our soul song here on Mother Earth. And when we can spiritualize matter, actualize, all of you are realizing the self more and more as you grow. I wouldn't say that it's like awakening. It's an ongoing, we can't just say, oh yeah, I realize who I am. Well, people change, we change, we heal. And then something more is revealed about us. So we are on the pathway of actualizing our dreams, or at least I feel that's the case for me. And I hope it is for you too, to come into, I just feel like to come into partnership and service to the divine, polishing one another's shine, pouring into one another's cup. How lovely. And that's, It's here. It's here for us if we want it. Spirit matter is just spirit sweat. Oof. Well, if that's the case, I'm not, anyways. Here. So number 4, celebrate life. Number 43, you're the chariot. You're the vehicle of light. You are the spiritualized matter in this life. And you are here to actualize your dreams and wishes coming true so that you can go and spread the good word, right? So that we can go and spread the good word around the world. The voice, the Om heard around the world, singing in harmony, joyfully, playfully, co-creating, remembering that we are each the blessing beyond the soul path. We're here to be on the soul path, to be on our soul path, honoring all of life, exchanging our joy without karma or sacrifice. We've cleared our karma. This feels like, as we go into this week, I'm so excited to receive this message. It was the very first card out last night after asking for some clarification about to be touched by the hand of love. That message I received. This comes like, lovely, well done. We've cleared the karma. Like, it's so clear. And so we're going to do 3 ohms. I hope you can do them with me. I'm trying to wet my whistle. I don't know if I have enough, but that's how we're going to end it, with Om. But let's celebrate life. Hey, what may be a good time for you may not be a good time for me. And so can we celebrate our uniqueness and have a good time when, it may not look like another's good time? Yes, of course we can. We're all born to shine, right? We're all here to shine our light. We're all here to experience the ascension of the heart, which is beyond the mind. We are the Merkaba, the vehicle in which the divine seeks to shine into all those dark places, because the dark places lead us to our light again. And it's a really fertile time, right? And it's our faith that got us to the point of pleasure beyond pain, pleasure beyond the sorrows, joy and pain just so interwoven. Interwoven. Something's coming, something, as I said, interwoven. It was like in the child, interwoven. It's something like the childhood that was stolen is what I'm hearing. I'm not sure I understand that. So joy and pain interwoven through the childhood that was stolen. So maybe it's about us reclaiming what we felt was taken away from us. Because look, at the end of the day, I've had a lot of things taken away from me, and in very, I would say, inhumane ways, like just not kind. And what remains, what was never able to be taken away from me, and yet it was tried, many who stole things from me, who took things from me, material things, because they didn't take what is me, which is my soul, my heart, my inner knowing, my voice. I may not have used it for a while. They may have blocked and shut me down for a while, but ultimately, I'm God's child. I'm like a wildflower, not a wildfire. Well, maybe wildfire, a wildflower, field of wildflowers, and I'm here to run and play. In such a way that it perhaps encourages others to reclaim their own personal power. Stand up for yourself by taking responsibility for your emotions and grow yourself up. Grow yourself up. I guess that's it. And we've nurtured all of this through faith. And we have found what was hidden, and we are on, our pleasure path, if you will, beyond the mask. Beyond the masks is our task, our life task. Did I read this card? So this is the final card, and then we're going to do a few ohms together. Celebrate every day by honoring and respecting all life on Mother Earth. Before, I'm going to get the singing bowl because I don't have a pitch pipe. I'd like to have a pitch pipe. Ooh. Okay. You know what I just heard? You are a pitch pipe of delight. Thank you. Thank you very much, whoever sent me that message. We are the pitch pipes of delight. Okay, so let's do a few ohms. We're going to wrap it up after that. I hope something here. So if you're not interested in ohming away, then enjoy the rest of your day. We're going to do that. It's 1:22. I got to get myself ready for the job. And we'll be back here tomorrow, and we'll tune into we'll work with some angels and see what comes through for us. I trust something here has resonated with you. If it has, please do consider doing your part to balance the exchange here, heart to heart. I'm very much appreciate that. I can't really speak. So with that being said, let's do a few ohms, and then we'll carry on. I don't really feel like I have much breath capacity right now. And as they were coming through, like the second one felt really guttural. Yeah, I'm still live. I am. We're just wrapping it up now. But the second ohm felt really guttural, and I felt really uncomfortable in the delivery of that. So that's interesting. Let's try one more together here. Nice deep breath. Ta-da! That's that. That is that. So Okay, my beautiful siblings of light, friends, family, thank you so much. Friends and family, who do I think I am? I mean, you're like my soul friends and family. It's not a speech here to wrap this up. I trust that something, 1, 10, 10, right? It's like, I trust that something here has been supportive to you. I hope in some small way I have poured some love into your cup today. And I thank you for pouring into mine with your thumbs up. If you really want to be energetically responsible, hit that thumbs up, please. It's really important, and I don't feel like we talk about the importance of that. And perhaps because, oh, thank you, Kiva. That's sweet. She said at least she got to see my beautiful face and feel my love energy. That's kind. We don't really Perhaps we don't see the value in energetic exchange because we've spent a lot of life in imbalanced exchange. And so perhaps we don't see the value. I'm here to share with you. It's incredibly valuable to, especially those of us who are walking this. There was 5 1s across there. Thank you. Um, Especially those of us who are walking this path, those of you here who resonate, it's a little thing that we can do that has a profound and expansive impact. So I thank you for that. And I look forward to connecting with you back here tomorrow at 12:21. I got to get my little tail in motion here because I've had so much fun with you. I've stayed longer than I had anticipated. So anyways, Kiva, Milos, thank you so much for showing up here and engaging. And for all the rest of you who are catching this on the replay, thank you so much for showing up and pouring into my cup. Until next time, everyone, take good care.